There are four specific approaches to Western bioethics. One is consequentialism, which is about the notion that all what matters ethically speaking is the consequence of an action. Therefore, in this approach, the morally thing is to do is that the act has to be the best consequence. We're not concerned about the process, but what we're concerned about is the outcome. If the outcome is good, then we would say that the whole thing is good, regardless of the process. Okay, so that's consequentialism. So it works on this idea about it produce the greater benefit. And the question is, what is benefit? And benefit from this perspective is the amount of happiness that we all receive from it. Okay, and that is the measure of what benefit is. In Islam, happiness is not a measure of benefit. In Islam, contentment is more of a greater measure of benefit rather than happiness. Deontology explains that it's about the process and it's not to do with the outcome, in other words. So it's often called the duty-based ethics. What is the duty for us to do, regardless of the outcome? So deontological theories identify moral duties that should be followed. So that we should not lie, full stop. Even if the outcome of that lie is such that somebody is killed. And even in that case, we should still not lie, because it's a duty for us not to lie. So these are imperatives that we have, that we must follow, common imperatives that we should follow, regardless of the outcome. So this is a deontological approach. So you can already see there are gaps and problems with each one, and there are advantages in each one. The virtue ethics is under the approach that what matters ethically is the moral character of the person performing the act. That's what really matters. So according to this approach, the right action to take is not determined by the consequences or the action, or whether the person acts in accordance with them, but rather what matters is whether the person acting does so in a virtuous way. So it's down to their intention. Okay, if their intention was good but the outcome became bad, if their intention was good and they did something in a way which would not be considered as the duty to do, then because of their good character and their good intention, then that act would be good. And this is a virtue ethics. And then we have the four principles approach. I'm not going to go into the details of that, but you can see that the approach of beneficence, maleficence, and autonomy and justice, that approach is what is commonly recognized today as being a more holistic approach and more so used today in Western bioethics.